Okay, so when it's time to buy your plants, select your plants, you need to think about a few things, but let's just look at the pots for the moment. You can buy them in, obviously, in round pots, where this one came from. Round pots, unfortunately, tend to make the roots curve around inside the pot, and you do get, when it gets a bit pot bound, you get the roots going round and round and round, and you do have to then really tease out the roots and rip them out, and it does set the plant back a bit. If it's in your garden, that's probably okay because you're mulching it and watering it and looking after it and doing all the right things. But if you're planting out in a rural setting where you're going to forget the plant, you're going to plant it and forget it, you really need to have something where the roots can establish quickly. And that comes in two different types of pots. One is the forestry tube, which is about, I don't know, 6 inches deep and 2.5 diameter. They've got little ridges inside which trains the roots to go down and not circle. Square, and you can see by the plant that came out of that the roots are following those ridges down. So, and then they get burnt off by the holes in the bottom of the pot, and they'll establish quickly. You might have to do a little bit of teasing, but not too much. The other one that is used a lot now for large revegetation projects, land care, agroforestry, but small farms as well, even backyards, it doesn't really matter, are the Lannen trays or cells. These are individual cells. They have the root training at the bottom, a lot of air pruning, but they also have root or side root pruning through the air slits in the side here. So the actual roots, what they do is they tend to prune themselves at the side. You can see that one right there, maybe, and it's going to establish quickly. So all of the roots are going to establish, not just the ones at the bottom, but the ones at the side as well. So this one here is a little coprosma. Lots of hair roots just coming off the edges here. It's not pot bound. They really can't get pot bound because they can't circle, they can't keep circling, they just get pruned off. So when you plant it, done. And you don't really even have to water it in if you're planting in moist soil. If it's dry soil, you might want to water them in. Sometimes they can be a bit too overgrown. I don't know if you can see this one, but it's pretty big. It's even flowering. Obviously the ratio between the roots and the shoots are wrong, and this plant will find it hard to establish. This is really tight, really pot bound. This is a plant that was left in the nursery for a year, so it's just there for show, really.